Hello everyone, this is a short training session which will demonstrate you how to approve PDA. Here is an example of a dummy job wherein we've already added the job details over here. Below that is a vessel program and below that is a finance tab. So as you go to the finance tab, there's an orange dot which indicates that there are certain actions pending from your end. So when you arrive at this page, you see the status of the job as the PDA approval pending. Beside that, there's a comment section, comments tab, which gives you the history of the comments, and it says messages with the hub, which means you can type in and leave in a comment over here and add it so that the message will be reviewed by the hub, and in case they have the required answers with them, they'll reply you back. Similarly, you can view the messages between the hub and LPA. These history of comments will give you an idea of the conversation of this particular job. And below that we see orange tab which indicates what actions are pending from your end. So this says that the finance is still waiting for your approval, and you need to click the submit button when you're done with approving all the services. Next we move into operation details, where we have a single operation as crew change for this job, and if you scroll below we have only one DA set for this job. We have the bank details. We've labeled the DA as crew change DA, wherein we have 5 services, and the DA amount is 1,510 USD dollars. Further down, if you scroll down, you have 4 services being added into crew change, as you see, and there is a crew handling agency fee. So for each service line, if you see, there's a chat like bubble which has certain generic comments regarding the service line, any additional information or any breakdown of cost. So below every service line, you might see if the chat bubble is lit, you may just hover the cursor to see or view the required comments. If you just see below the chat bubble, there is a view unit cost button. You need to click on it, and once you click on it, you get the number of units that are consumed for the particular service and the unit rate. So these values need to be inputted very crucially, because if you have any sort of mistake done over here, the service amount does not get auto-populated. So make sure that there are no errors while you input the number of units and the unit rate. Further, you see the vendor amount. This is in USD. You can have the vendor amount in local currency. In that scenario, the vendor amount if in local currency, here the amount would reflect in the exchange rate in the USD form. Alright, so we'll go on to the approval part. Once you are at this page, after reviewing all the services and the costings one by one, you can either approve one by one, or else you can use this approve all services button. So as we see one more thing over here, that is 3 messages. So let's see what it is. So these are very high level messages, and Optic has this unique system wherein it has a messaging tool. If you at your end want to have certain clarification regarding any services here, so there is no need for you to go back to the email and then drop in an email to them and then wait for the reply. You can just with the system query to the hub and you can get the answers over here. So it saves cost as well as time. And as you see, we have an example over here wherein the hub has asked regarding launch services, can we avoid launch services by arranging crew change at berth, wherein LPA replies that due to bad weather, crew change are not permitted at berth, and hence we want to arrange the launch services. Hub agrees to it and then replies that noted. Further, if you want to have any sort of clarification, you may add certain comments, or you can add questions over here, wherein the hub will review the same. If they have the answers, they'll get back to you, or they'll get the answers from the agents and they'll answer you back over here. So you can just leave a comment and click on submit, and you can query to the hub, or else you can just simply approve the services. So you can either approve it one by one, or else you can click on approve all services, so that all the services get approved at one go. Once the services are getting approved, still you see that the status of the job is not yet changed. It's still PDA approval pending, and the status is still submission pending. So here you see that once you click on approve all services, or if you've approved all the services, the submit button gets activated. You need to click on the submit button. Now the system has accepted the approval and the finance has successfully been submitted. And now see the status of the job is changed to PDA approved, and there's a blue context message over here which states that the finance is approved, right? So this is how the PDA has been approved. Thank you so much.